Hello, this is Dr. J back with some more Let's Play Class of Heroes 2G Remaster Edition. Last episode, we did some more subquests at Panini and Bruschetta, and maybe wrapped up those quest chains. The quests we did felt fairly final for those to me, especially the one at Bruschetta. Off-screen, I reloaded my save just before we fought Strega and went back to Crostini to see if anybody there had anything to say. And I even went to the other world to see if anybody there had anything to say, and the answer was no. So if there's a way to make that end differently, you apparently don't do it by talking to anyone at Crostini or the other world. I doubt there is a way to make it turn out differently, but I just wanted to check. But anyway, having finally wrapped up things here in our own reality, or our own world for the time being, it's finally time, at long last, to begin questing in the other world. Alright, so we've taken all of these quests here. I don't really have any basis for taking them in any particular order, so maybe I'll just take them in the order that we have them here. Saving Yamhaus Assault for last, also because it has the highest number of stars. Not that the number of stars necessarily seems indicative of difficulty, because Magic War was 9 stars, and it was hilariously easy. But anyway. Actually, let's check the world map. Oh wow, that looks familiar, doesn't it? Except, you know, a lot more desolate, and Particus looks destroyed. Man, it is a melancholy feeling. That world that we spent so long saving from Demoria in the last game, and look at what has come of it. Let's actually start by checking out Particus Road. Wasn't Particus Road a cave in the first one, rather than that pyramid, step pyramid looking thing, or am I misremembering? Anyway, let's turn on the lights. So I wonder if any of these maps are going to be reused from the first game. That would be interesting. That would be interesting continuity. A shield bigs! Die, ridiculous creature. It's kind of cool that we have this sort of destroyed look on the walls, adding to the sense of devastation. It would be even better if there was variation, so it wasn't, you know, a streak on the right side of the texture for every single one, but let's not get too picky. I definitely recognize that this is a tile set that was used from the first game, so that's pretty cool, to that continuity, to see that again. Also, we have a new default battle theme. Always cool when you reach a major plot threshold and they change the default battle theme. Gives a neat sense of progression. And it's also, like I said, really cool to be seeing this familiar tile set. Oh, we entered a dark zone. Labyrinth Mary. Standing Chicken. What are these ridiculous enemies? They're so absurd looking. How dare you break through my barrier? Quit that. They're not doing much damage, but... I don't think we encountered a single dark zone in our homeworld, did we? Very interesting that they waited until we returned to Particus World to bring the dark zones back. I wonder if we'll run into any other mechanics that we didn't have in our homeworld. Like maybe secret doors are back. I'm trying to think if there's any other things that we're missing. We actually encountered like a single magic key on the Skyrun Bridge. Which, it's weird to just encounter one single magic key like that. But I wonder if we're going to encounter more of them here in the other world. But yeah, it's really cool to see not only the this old tile set, but like a slightly more destroyed version thereof. A little half-hearted with making it look destroyed, but still pretty cool. Die, standing chicken scum. I'm not recognizing this layout at all. That, you know, isn't dispositive because I wouldn't necessarily remember all the layouts from the first game on site, even after having played it recently. But yeah, I don't recognize it at all, so it may be totally new. Which is fine. If anything, that would be better, because you could say that reusing one of the old layouts or multiple old layouts would be kind of lazy. But it also would have been kind of cool just for even more of a sense of continuity. But, I mean, that one's fine either way. You either get that cool sense of continuity or you just get, you know, more brand new content. So you kind of win either way. Okay, encounter rate, you can relax. Okay. Encounter rate. Level for Seraphi. Gained so-so hit points. And didn't lose anything. I'll take it. Another Dark Zone. It's mildly annoying having to check the map after every single step. Oh, and there's spinner tiles in the darkness, which makes it even more of an annoyance. Pretty consistent layout, though. Oh, a chest. No trap, you say? Let's just have Sherry unlock it anyway. Huh. Okay. Anytime you see a mysterious dead end like that playing, say, Dungeons and Dragons, first thing you think is to look for secret doors. But it appears there weren't any. Oh, that's right. Auto move won't go through dark zones. But anyway, how many maps are there here? Okay, just 2. Very small area. Wait a minute, why do I have an empty star on Below Darkened Earth? That's bizarre. I still haven't figured out what the empty star means then. Ooh, so sorries. Those guys just show up everywhere. I know it's actually sorry, but it's a lot easier to say so sorry than sorry. French toast, poison gas. Encounter rate, please. Okay, suddenly we're running into new enemies for some reason. It is cool getting a new battle theme, and I do like the new battle theme. I think I did like the original better, though. I find that's usually the case in RPGs where they change up the default battle theme. Usually the very first one you get is my favorite. I don't know if that's just because I get attached to it or what. Though, depending on the game, of course, you could also end up just getting very annoyed with the default battle theme. Okay, empty 3x3 room. Maybe there will be a quest here at some point, or maybe not. Who knows? A level for Aisha. Gain Vite and 20 hit points. Another fantastic level. These days, she actually gets decent hit points on level up. So the second save is the one I want to keep, just in case we missed anything there. Though I don't think we did. We've been pretty thorough. I don't know if either I just got really unlucky for a really long time with Aisha's level ups, or if the way the hit point curve works, she's just set to get better hit point rolls as she becomes higher level. That could go either way. I'm not actually sure how that mechanic works exactly. Okay, we're back here now. Uh-huh. It's still weird to me that we found a single magic key. I'm pretty sure it was only one in the entirety of our homeworld. The reason it's odd is it just kind of feels like either have, you know, multiples or none. Why would there only be a single one? Don't get me wrong, this is not a real complaint. I'm not actually raising this as a criticism. It's just an oddity. Because it would feel even more like a nostalgic throwback to the first game if we had encountered 0 magic keys in our homeworld instead of 1. And then we encounter the very first one here back in Particus world. But nonetheless, if we start encountering a lot of them, that combined with the dark zones is going to kind of add to that nostalgic feeling of being back in the original world. Which is pretty cool, you know, combined with seeing the original tile sets again. So, very neat. I had forgotten this plot twist. How I forgot a memorable plot twist like this, I have no idea, man, but when it's been 14 years since you've played a game, you know, you can forget a lot. 14 years is kind of a long time. I certainly played a lot of games between then and now. Alright, so another dead end with just one random shock tile. Alright, it refuses to... It's odd to me how it refuses to path through dark zones. That won't take me where I want to go. This will. I'm still wondering if Bitto is meant to canonically be like the leader or at least a member of the player character party from the first game. Though it kind of makes sense. Though, again, he seems awfully meek, if that's the case, because the player character team from the first game accomplished so much that you would think that they would feel pretty confident after accomplishing all that. Although I guess if their world got invaded and devastated after that happened, that could shake somebody's confidence even if they did accomplish a lot, so there's that. I'm just speculating anyway. Maybe that's not intended to be the case. Maybe he's not meant to be like a canonical member of the player character party from the first game. I still have a vague memory that he might betray us at some point, but I don't know that for sure. It would have been kind of cool if, instead of just one guy, we got, like, a whole adventuring party, and it really was just straight up supposed to be the adventuring party from the first game that we interacted with. That would have been pretty cool. It would also be cool if we get to see more of the faculty from the first game than just Miss Yuno. You know, see some of that cast of weirdos again. Joru, Reina. I guess Reina was one of the least weird. Miss Nyauman. And who knows, maybe we will. There's still plenty of time to see more characters from the first game. Oh, okay. Sherry has been petrified. How dare you? Die, scum. Alright, Seraphi, your job is to fix this. Fix the formation. Yeah, that would have been real neat if we met, like I said, a whole adventuring party, and it was the adventuring party from the first game. It's a mild criticism, but one of my mild criticisms of this game is sometimes the number of characters you meet for a particular location feels a little thin. I made this criticism of Bruschetta and Panini, that literally the only people that you ever meet at either of those academies are the two student NPCs that give you quests and that you interact with. And you never meet a single faculty member at either one of those places. And, you know, if you're not even thinking about it, maybe you just never give it a second thought. But if you do think about it, it makes things feel a little odd and kind of almost empty feeling. It's like, where is everybody? Why are the only people who exist at this academy these two students? Where are all the teachers? And as I mentioned before, it also makes it feel like, what are these useless teachers even doing? That these two students have to do everything, including organizing a defense of the academy against a demonic invasion. You know, if they had introduced even a single faculty member from each of those academies, Bruschetta especially. I mean, at Panini, you're mostly just participating in Giano and Zola's little soap opera. So, like, fair enough if no teachers are getting involved with that. But you deal with much more serious stuff at Bruschetta. And so no teachers getting involved ever just feels odd. So like I said, if they had introduced even... Oh, fantastic hit point roll for Candy. Absolutely amazing. 40 hit points, we're saving that. If they'd introduced just a single faculty member, okay, encounter rate, I don't need to get attacked after taking one step. I really don't. Trying to make a point here. Wheeler, mediocre hit points, we're not going to save that. We're not going to throw it away either, but... Yeah, with even just a single faculty member, it wouldn't have felt like, where the heck is everybody? And what are all the responsible adult supervision who are supposed to be, like, presumably taking care of and protecting their students? Where are they and what are they doing? Then again, even at Crostini, where we do, you know, have a nice full number of faculty characters, though granted we have a heck of a lot less of them now, given the two of them betrayed us and the headmaster was assassinated. Ooh, it's sealed using magic. I guess we're going to need to find a magic key for this then. But even there, where we do have a real... Ooh, that door is different looking. And also has a nice kind of destroyed look to it. That one's also sealed using magic. Okay, presumably this magic key. Sorry, I'm having to interrupt my point again because we're actually encountering noteworthy in-game things. Also, I feel very confident saying at this point we definitely never ran into this layout in the first game. And again, that's not a criticism. That's fine, because it means that, you know, you're not reusing layout, means new content. So that's cool. Alright, and this will probably also have a magic key, which will open up that door. I'm guessing it opens up that last door. Stupid spinner tile. Well, interesting stuff. So there's the exit. Okay, now maybe I can finish my point. Even though at Crustini... Oh, okay, just goes around. All right, fine. Even at Crustini, where we do have actual faculty members, they're pretty useless. They are mostly making us do all the important work, including chasing after Pane and Dante and rescuing Copa. So even if they had introduced faculty members for like Bruschetta and Panini, maybe they would have been utterly useless as well. Seem to rely on the students to do everything. All right, well, we are now at the second of just 2 maps. And we're only 20 minutes in, so we should be able to comfortably finish exploring Particus Road. Oh, Medusas. You want a piece? Bring it! Dead. Okay, they're back somehow. And don't come back. A Toraimon. It took us by surprise. Oh, it did significant damage, too. Die. Ooh, a gold coin. Physician, heal thyself. Okay, we're gonna need so they're not portcullises anymore. Now they're a special looking door. That's interesting. Excuse me. Everything's eerily quiet all of a sudden. Where'd the encounter rate go? I'm not complaining, mind you. It's just surprising. There we go. Why is my phone buzzing at me? Hang on just a second. Nothing too important. It's kind of cool how you have these, you know, iron-barred windows, because it kind of lets you get a sneak peek at a later part of the level before you actually reach it. No-gooders! What a name. What a name. Die, no-gooder scum. No good can come of you. It's right in your name. Okay, we get another of these, okay, they're back. I killed you and I meant it. I mean, I thought I made it pretty clear that I wasn't interested in your company when I killed you. Another of these suspicious fountains. I'm going to make a save just in case it permanently screws me over somehow, because I wouldn't really put it past the game to do that. But I'm going to try using it and see if anything interesting happens. Who will use it? Well, the only person I think who's hurt is Wheeler. His hit points recovered. Okay. So the two things we've seen them do so far are recover hit points and hurt you. Wonder if they have any other effects that they can do. You know what was interesting? I made a complete first-person crawler dungeon engine of my own. Like, the engine was 99% complete. I made a big demo dungeon. And I even recorded a walkthrough of that demo dungeon on my channel. If you're interested, search for Darkness Never Dies, and you can find that playthrough. And I shared that demo with some friends and stuff. But I must have really underestimated how niche the grid-based first-person dungeon crawler genre is. Because nobody really understood it. Even though it's basically a fairly standard first-person dungeon crawler kind of game, people were very confused by it. For example, tons of people, because I had dark zones, tons of people were convinced that the dark zones were a graphical glitch. That the graphics were just screwed up somehow. And it's like, if you're all familiar with grid-based first-person dungeon crawlers, you would have instantly realized that's a dark zone. And it's just things like that. Things that anyone at all familiar with the genre would understand immediately were just very confusing to people. It was so discouraging that I actually never really worked much on that engine after that. If I had more time, oh, we got teleported. I might be tempted to pick it back up and work on it again. But, you know, time is always at a premium when you have to work for a living. These days, it's mostly... Okay, that was a great level. These days, it's mostly just during vacations, like I'm currently on, that I even do much playing of video games. Lately, I play video games very little, except when I'm on vacation. But that's neither here nor there. This used to be a very popular genre of game. Oh, I just got a Devil's Contract. So there are enemies to drop those. I don't know if Greater Demons drop them. I've never seen a Greater Demon drop them. If they do, the drop rate must be insanely, insanely low, because you can grind on them for hours and not get one. Which, again, is stupid quest design, but... Yeah, first-person dungeon crawlers used to be a popular genre. That was a long time ago. That was back in, like... I don't know, when was the heyday of first-person dungeon crawlers? Maybe the 90s? Devilish Curse, just unlock. Oh, we got Maiden's Perfume, too. 80s and 90s, maybe. But nowadays, it's very niche. Obviously, if you're watching this LP 40 episodes in, then you are a fellow fan of this relatively unloved genre. So hello to you, fellow grid-based first-person dungeon crawler fan. But I think that we're a rare breed these days, relatively speaking. Even if something like Etrian Odyssey is relatively popular, though we haven't gotten a new Etrian Odyssey game in a little while now, have we? But, you know, that was a relatively popular genre. Or, not genre, series, excuse me. But I feel like the keyword there is relatively. You know, compare the popularity of Etrian Odyssey to, I don't know, any particularly popular game franchise, and it's just no comparison at all. Which is a shame, because it's a really cool genre. But to some extent, even though I I'm certainly not an old man at all. Well, I'm not super young anymore either, which is a weird feeling. But, to some extent, I was kind of born a cantankerous old man. And I feel like that has only gotten more and more true as I've gotten older. I'm very get off my lawn whippersnapper long before my time. And part of that is I have a lot more fun playing older video games and video games in older genres, or that make a good, authentic, quality attempt at being like an older game, than I do most of the really fancy new games. It's not to say that I hate each and every new game. There are some good ones here and there. I think it was near the end of last year that I played Armored Core 6, and it had only just come out, so that was a brand new game. I loved that game, that was fantastic. So, you know, there's still some good new games that get made here and there, but my heart really lies with older games. A lot of my favorite games are from the 90s, and maybe the noughts. So you could very much say that in that respect, I'm almost kind of prematurely turning into that old man who's like, things were better back in my day. That stuff you whippersnappers get these days is all a lot of crap. Kind of thing. But that's just the way it goes, I suppose. I think most people are always going to have a real soft spot for the things they really enjoyed when they were younger. Okay, we haven't 100%ed it because I missed this. Well, she counterattacked once at least. That's what you get for ambushing me and attacking Candy. Die, scum. And now we've 100%ed it. And yep, just like Particus Road... No. I'm totally misremembering. I made this mistake in the first game, too. But not the Beginner's Path. Particus Road and the Beginner's Path are two different things. They are not the same thing. Because, you know, the school is called Particus. And, oh, Sherry gained a level, and it was not a bad level. She gained faith and decent hit points. Just get out of my way and die. Because the school is called Particus, I always think the road that just goes from Particus to itself is Particus Road, but that's not true. I made that mistake in the first game, and I just made that mistake again just now. But it was actually Beginner Path or whatever that goes from Particus to itself, not Particus Road. So this actually connects with Causa, which is apparently an empty field. It's very beautiful, but it doesn't exactly look like there would be an inn or a trading post here. But it is very pretty. Let's see. Well, let's go ahead and have Seraphi heal everybody up and then rest her. Alright, I think everybody's good. Let's also see what's available at the trading post? I'll take your word for it, game. This looks pretty empty to me, but sure. A sunstone. I'm guessing that is a... that's ammunition for a sling. Wow, some expensive stuff. A papal vestment. Well, if it kills accuracy by that much, I don't know how interested I am. Though defense and evade go way, way up. And it's not like Seraphi's physical damage contribution is much. And Sherry spends most of her time putting up that magic barrier. I'm tempted to get it for Seraphi, though. I mean, giving the healer a lot of defense is not a bad thing, even if it kills her accuracy. Let's get it for Seraphi. There. Her accuracy went down, but I think that was a worthwhile trade-off. Protect the healer. Oh, it's the return of the risque underwear! Let's see. Trying to... There we go. I wanted to see what her current stats are. 32, 32, 20. 29, 32, 22. I don't think that's a worthwhile trade-off. I'm always reluctant to reduce accuracy. It's such an important stat. 32, 32, 20. Evade goes absolutely through the roof. That's almost tempting. The Chunin Hakama. Just skyrocketing evade by that much seems pretty good. And it only reduces accuracy by 2. Tempting. Let's do it. Hopefully I don't regret it. There's also risque innerwear. Good lord. It's not strictly better for anybody. What's this magic helm? $43, $32, $30. No, that's not worth it. And nobody else can wear it. I think I have Particus and Jetro maps. Let's get a Wyvern Summon ticket while we're here. Yeah, if that 1.5 million cost item, actually there's 2 of them, can give you infinite Wyvern Summon, think about how long it would take that to pay for itself when the Wyvern Summon tickets are only 10,000 apiece, and it seems like we can buy infinite of them at Particus. I doubt that would ever be worth it. You'd have to travel across the map so many times, it's insane. Alright, now let's see if there's anything we want to sell. And yeah, we have a Jetro map already. Okay, the long pants we can sell. I don't think we're going to want that again. Probably likewise for the half shorts +3. Alright, anything that... Honestly, at this point, anything that's not quadruple digits is probably sell-worthy. How much space have I got in inventory now? 62. We're not critically low. Alright, and now we'll rest... Do I even need to rest Seraphi? Maybe not. Let's see how expensive it is. Oh, no, 100. I was looking at the full stay. 100 is nothing to us these days. Sure, let's top her off. And check the world map. Okay, well, sure enough, we have uncovered a single area. Map looks, I think, I was going to say a little different, but maybe not. No, I think this actually looks the same so far. Alright, well, next time we are going to begin exploring Jetro Temple. Wow, it's so nostalgic. I know it's a weird word to use, considering that it's only been a few months since I played the first game. But still, even then it manages to feel nostalgic, revisiting all these old locations from the first game. Anyway, Jetro Temple's up in the next episode. I'll see you then.